All right, there's a message that somebody is trying to clean up the evidence, clean up the proof. Whoever this message might be for. Now, this one might not be related to my story. Sometimes, especially if I get names that are not familiar that I can't recall or something. So this could just very well be a collective of you all that has a similar story to me. Okay. Not every reading is actually a part of my story. I resonate a lot with my readings, but sometimes it is definitely mine. Other times it's maybe not so much. This one might not be. I don't know for sure. I haven't gotten that far. Okay. So for some of you, there's a name that came out, Robin. Okay. So for an example, I don't personally know anybody named Robin. Okay. And I don't know if there's any of these members, if I don't have that factual information, if any of their names are Robin. Okay. So there's a significance with the name Robin. But whoever the collective reading is for, these are karmics that were exploiting their businesses to team up against the collective, to steal something, to hinder them, to try to get them caught up in trouble. These people partnered with the collective's family. They partnered with collective's exes. They partnered with corrupt government. They partnered with corrupt business officials, okay, all for this unified goal of the stealing, the keeping something, and continuing to benefit off of the collective in some kind of way. So this is a situation where, and I'll get to the rest of the reading. I actually have part of the reading here and I'll finish the rest. Someone lost their job, okay, whoever this collective is for, okay, the people that were involved with it, okay, some of the main players lost their job. Either they and it's not always as dramatic as people think. Whoever this is, they could have just simply been asked to voluntarily resign within a certain period of time, and before they go, they needed to like correct some things. And so there is a karmic or somebody who was involved in using the business, their job, their position to do stuff to the collective. They have been let go of, but before they go, they're taking the opportunity to try to get rid of the evidence. Okay. They could have strategically, I'll give you the rest of the cards and we'll get into that in a minute. They could have strategically done this in a time where there's not going to be a lot of traffic. Okay. A part of the whole thing could have been to give them some kind of seclusion and privacy and decency of the departure. Because typically, like from my experience back in the day, because I did work in corporate world, people just don't know that part, but I did. Okay. And typically, this used to be standard. Even if, especially if somebody was with a company for a long time, or even if it's like the company's way of, if a person was an otherwise good worker, except for whatever has led up to that, they will, sometimes they'll appease, especially if that person cooperates with them willingly and easily. They'll appease and say, okay, within a certain amount of time, give them a certain level of discretion, we'll call it this, and so forth, right? So they'll offer that in the corporate world, to keep the noise down, especially if legalities could be a thing, especially if there's a scandal, if there's potential damage that could be done, if they may grant a level of discretion and a level of seclusion to, let them clean up the mess, for lack of better words, so that the company, you see what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, they're not going to be saying it like that because that's the urban version. They're not going to be saying that with their suit and their whole, they're going to be like, you better get rid of the, they're going to they're gonna just say it, in that, y'all, that corporate way. They're gonna be like, let me get my corporate voice together. They're gonna be like, Tom, I'm just having fun. Let's say the person's name is Tom or Robin, since somebody's name Robin up in here. I don't know whose name is Robin. Okay, that name came out. They may say, Robin, okay, this is really disappointing for us. This is very, you put us in a very bad position. You've worked with us for years, and you have, definitely helped the company, grow, and otherwise a good worker, and, we know your family and things like that. This is really concerning for us, and we really hate that this, we have to, let you go, but we're going to compensate you in some way. Okay, but we're going to need you because this could cost the company. This is something that has potential disaster if we don't handle this properly. So, before you go, you need to clear up your shit. So, now that this has come out, we understand that you're saying you had a momentary mental lapse and breakdown, and we hope that you get the help and care that you need for your emotionalness, okay? But this is potential money. This can ruin the reputation of our business. If this gets out of hand, if the proofs and the truths about what you all have allowed here to take place, this can ruin our future as a business. We could be forever marked and looked at in a certain light because of this. Not only that, we might lose money. Okay? So what we need you to do in the name of your, trying to remedy and right your wrong here of what you put us subject to because of your mental lapse and your obsession with your man, your obsession with your woman, your obsessions with, your religion, or whatever this was that caused you to want to compromise companies' resources and your access to things, whatever that was for you, your friend, your homegirl, your homeboy, you don't like a tenant, you don't like a customer, you don't like a whatever, okay, that got you all on that, okay. We want you got to clean this up. So if y'all were sending correspondences, using anything to do with this company whatsoever, you need to find it. Because we may get subpoenaed in the long haul. There's a possibility we might be looked at because of this. So you've invited this whole behavior, this whole campaign has invited eyes that we don't want, that's not in conjunction with the eyes of power that you're connected to. Eyes that we don't want here. And now we're under a microscope. So, because you got your wild and out stuff that you let loose, get rid of the evidence. So we're going to give you a day. Low activity, low traffic. Total concentration on going through all the stuff. Watergate in the house. Go through all the stuff. Some of y'all too young for that. Nixon. Watergate on in his house. You better get rid of all shit. Any kind of anything whatsoever that you can think of. An email, a group chat, a document, a paper, a scan. Because everything, when it comes to digital too, nothing's ever really gone. So find it. I have lovers, great fortune, despair, in reverse, privilege, main male, high honor reverse, thief. Unexpected income. So this is pertaining to somebody's lover and somebody's sibling. Possible Gemini or Capricorn. Possible Leo. Hierophant. Taurus, Libra, Virgo, Cancer. Could be some. Okay. Interesting. So, yeah, like I said, though, I don't know if this one's mine. I don't know a Robin. Or I don't have any knowledge. I personally don't have knowledge of someone involved of a name Robin. So this may be y'all out there that has a similar story like myself, going through something almost identical, okay? Because I was like, who the hell is Robin, bitch? I don't know no Robin. Okay. So let's see. They're trying to clean it up. That's a part of their parting package. Maybe they'll get severance, or companies can make different deals. Like no company ain't no trying to get in no trouble. For a company, it's dollars and cents and money, baby. It's bottom lines, and it's companies. Come on, now. I just look like this, and me looking like this has a whole lot to do with what's been manufactured. But guarantee you. Oh, you look nice, son.
I know. And thank you.
You know. Wait, what?
I know and thank you.
Okay, there you go.
I said I know and thank you.
Okay. I was just saying because I just see you got out the shower and you're looking dark with your little blue polo shirt on. But you gotta put some lotion because your skin now look dry after you done scrubbed up a little bit. I'll give you some in a minute. Okay. I have anxiety in the reverse, single history. Okay, there's been some kind of repeated history here. They talk to someone. Okay, why are they? Oh, yeah, they're trying to avert a tragedy.
Oh, there's that Pokemon show already.
Unconditional love. Why are they trying to clean it up? Because the past. Yeah, they're trying to remedy the past. Like I said, they're trying to clean up the past. Tragedy in the reverse, and then I got projected, which is about the future, but it's coming in the reverse. And then I have journal, keeping notes in the reverse. That's what I said. They're trying to get rid of the evidence. For some of you, they're trying to get rid of the evidence that they knew that you were alone, and how that was a part of the strategy. The reason why they did something, the reason why they were not scared, is because they thought you were by yourself.
At the highest peak, two ancient stones hold a source of massive energy.
And they was certain that nothing would happen. Oh, wow. For some of you, that's what it is. Like, they're trying to clean up the evidence that reveals, like, they were really bold because they thought you were alone, and they were for sure that nothing would happen, that you wouldn't find out, no one else will find out, because basically you're just all by yourself. So that if they all team up, if everybody teams up, then, and this person's by themselves, then we don't have to worry about nothing tragic happening to us. We don't have to worry about, this information here, keeping notes in the reverse. So they're trying to remove that they were talking that way. Because maybe there's a lot of that the only reason why they operated that way, which makes sense when you look at it, when you think about it. I mean, it's still not the wisest thing to do, but it does make sense. If you think somebody is absolutely alone, and you got a whole community of hundreds of people, on your team doing shit. You don't have nothing to worry about because everybody gonna lie for you no matter what the person say. You see what I'm trying to say? So this would give them the cockiness. This would give them the sloppiness because it's all of us and them. They by themselves. We gonna make sure nobody believe them. Cause we gonna do some shit to them. We gonna say this person just trying to hide the fact that this and that. We think that we gonna do all these things, and this is gonna be our winning ticket. After sparring, both dragons stop silently. Wow. So they're trying to clear the record of these correspondences. That's shit. And what they stole, because I do have thief, high honor, reverse thief, unexpected income. That's the hijacking of mail right there for some of you, because it has thief, unexpected income, high honor, reverse, main male, so a younger masculine, and then privileged lady, great fortune. They try to clean this uppy up. Yeah. Okay, let me keep on pushing here. They trying to clean up, but they last day. Now again, this is for selective y'all out there who this is for. I don't know yet. I haven't got the confirmation for me specifically on this one. I'm gonna have to dig after I deal with y'all and see if this at all applies, because it may not. This part may not, in terms of somebody working somewhere last day trying to clean up some shit, you know. This might not, but we'll see. I'll find out later when I'll do my own shit. Okay. Okay, they're trying to clean it up. So let's go ahead and clarify this correspondence. Where did it go?
An absolute self-control in every situation.
They're yearning in the reverse. Yeah. Missing you, thinking about the good times I never had. Somebody in reverse yearning. They know, I mean, it's not, maybe not necessarily romantic, but it also may be romantic with the lovers out. They may be concerned that a lover may find this out and find this to be disgusting. But if it's not pertaining to a lover, they know that this is just not going to be a good look for them. If this comes out all the way, like this may potentially ruin them for getting another job. You know, nobody wants somebody that's gonna, no, let me rephrase that. No reputable company. I'll rephrase it. Okay, for somebody say objection. Okay, okay, sustained, bitch. Okay, sustained. I'll rephrase it. I'll rephrase it. No reputable company would want to willingly hire somebody that has a pattern or a tendency to mix business and pleasure, and or their personal bents and things like that to affect the way they operate the business, or people who might do illegal activity, exploit populations that the business is trying to serve. Like, no reputable company wants that. Okay, that's a bad look. Okay, this can ruin businesses. And good businessmen, at the end of the day, they can be prejudiced. They could be all sorts of things. But when they are really, truly a good businessman and a good businesswoman, for real, let me tell you, when that's for real, even they are not willing to allow these things to affect it, because their business mindset is like, okay, in my personal life, I don't have to like these people. I don't. Okay, my prejudices, my opinions and views are what they are, but I value business principle. I want a good, healthy, thriving business.
Friends now make their way to the Petalburg gym.
I don't want a lawsuit.
And Max's father, Norman.
I don't want to be known for something that I might actually be, because maybe I am personally prejudiced, but I don't want my company under the gun of that.
It is said that no two spinda have the same pattern of spots. Look, it's rude. Their patterns are.
I don't want my company to be known for my employees utilizing their emotional wounds and traumas, and they home girls and home boys and you know,
So there you are.
because they don't like somebody, and it's just all too easy to then decide to give somebody a living nightmare under the guise of we're just doing our standard business.
That was my lucky spinda. Spinda that can bring you luck.
No reputable company wants that. No good businessman, businesswoman wants that for their business if they want to keep it. Yeah, cycle is in the reverse. It says keep going through the same thing. Wake up call, break the cycle, positive changes in reverse. Yeah, that's karma. That's the wheel of fortune technically going into the reverse. Like, this is bad.
Excuse me.
This is bad.
Spinda, your good luck spinda?
Take a look at this.
They're trying to clean this shit up. Emotionally immature. There it is. That's because that's...
When I first met, I had
The card says emotionally immature.
come out of my lucky break.
And that's what it is.
Serious, I guess.
People really get bothered by this statement, but that is what it is.
We promised him we'd return it today.
I just
If I did it, that still would be what it is. It's not gonna change because I did it.
I simply can't bear to see you grieve.
That's what it is. If I am hired in a company and I manage to weasel my way into leadership, okay, in a position of authority, and let's say somebody comes through this company, the company that I'm the authority, and depending on the nature of the business that's operating, they're coming for a service, they're coming for a contract, you know, whatever it is.
Fascinating. A spinda that brings you good luck.
Okay, yes.
And that person, let's say I don't like that person because let's say I know something, okay? I know who they were connected to. I'm a friend of their family, an ex of an ex, or I see them on social media and I don't like them, bitch. I recognize the bitch or the dude on social media and I don't like them. Simple as that. I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't like what they say. I don't like what they do. I'm offended.
Where are you? Hey, spinda.
And I take that opportunity to be difficult, to create unnecessary difficulties. I take the opportunity to exploit standard procedures of the business I work for to go over the top when it comes to that person.
Now back to Claire we go.
Uh-oh.
I take the opportunity to nose around in things because I don't like this person, so I want to be all up in a peripheral.
A broken heart. Look, milady.
Oh, good.
I take the opportunity to share information with folks that I'm not supposed to. I take the opportunity to tamper with things under the guise of that. That's emotional immaturity. That's what it is.
Right, here goes.
I didn't say it was a lack of intelligence, because it takes intelligence to coordinate massive corrupt operations.
There's so many of them. How are we ever going to find the right one?
Again, huh?
Spinda?
It's immaturity, because that's what's governing the behavior.
Where are you?
Because maturity is going to say, this is my job. This is how I take care of my family.
Who did that? Oh, we don't know. Team Rocket.
I like my job. And I like being able to take care of my family.
It's Team Rocket.
It'll serve me to not, to either hold myself accountable, to tell somebody, a superior, so that maybe they can bring in other energies to pertaining to that particular customer, to keep myself in the clear and to keep my hands off. Or it'll serve me to maybe be mature, hold myself accountable, but also not involved. Get a second pair of eyes, second ears, let somebody else, as far as I can do, so that I'm not using my emotions and feelings about a thing to influence my conduct. Before I start wanting to manufacture stealing because I'm finna steal some shit. Because we got a thief here. So I don't like this person. I want their privileges. I feel entitled. I'm gonna take away all their shit. I don't like them. I want to see them suffer, so I'm gonna steal. That's emotional immaturity. Or I'm gonna allow others to do so because I don't like this person. I take delight in seeing them suffer unnecessarily, knowing full well that money was theirs and they didn't have to be struggling like that. And so I find this to be fun and fascinating as well. That person has no business being in that position. That ain't a good look for a company. That's not a good look. That's potential running a business down for sure. Because every time a bitch or a dude coming at it they don't like, they're gonna be up to something stupid.
We should all split up. We'll be able to cover much more ground.
They're gonna be up here trying to do some sacrificing and some cult weird shit. Like that ain't a good look.
Well, that's one speedy sphincter.
I just came up with a delicious plan.
What is it?
Yeah, snake in disguise.
What?
Coming in the reverse. They're getting bad karma because again, these people did shit to you all that you didn't deserve. People was trying to paint you all out to be the snake. These people was trying to come off like they're innocent. I'm not a snake. It says an enemy as a friend or a lover, thief. Someone acts like they care, but they don't. And that's people who act like they care in these positions. They act like they're innocent. They act like their hands is clean. And this person is possibly trying to clean that up. Using lovers. Like this could be a situation where people use lovers or they send these honey pots and they do.
Oh, that's right. There's Earth and right behind you. Miss Magenta.
So let's fast forward. We know that they're trying to get rid of the evidence that they were trying to cause misfortune for someone that was innocent, because that's what that looks like as well. They were trying to keep you in some kind of toxic cycles because they didn't think nobody would see it, making money off of you, acting like they were innocent, but you're innocent.
I'm almost there.
And they're trying to get rid of the proof that you were innocent.
Oh, good luck, Spinner. Too bad.
I can't believe you would tell them apart by their trash.
Like whatever this whole shit, yeah, this being cleared up. Your name is being cleared up. Somebody's name is being cleared up. This is going to clear up everything, and that's what's scary to a lot of these people because I have misunderstanding in the reverse. It's going to be crisp. Like, oh, now we see why everything is what it is. This is simple. You're thieving hoes. You're thieving niggas and bitches. You know, let's just, you're thieving motherfuckers. You steal from people you don't like. Let's just stop pretending. You put your Bible down, dear. Okay, go ahead, put your Jesus cup up. Y'all, this is what you do. Go ahead, put your Jesus cup up.
I hope you're not hungry.
I can't believe I just said that. Because, well, maybe because some of these people got Jesus cups and stuff, and it's like, you're a thief.
The day I met you,
Not a bag of Doritos either. They're a thief. Let me rephrase that because I'm talking to my legit motherfuckers. They are a thief.
that's it.
And not a bag of Doritos. They ain't stealing no chickens. Well, some of them might be stealing chickens so they can sacrifice and get a husband and a wife, bitch, and do their blood sacrifice to some deputy. But
I guess you can't make a spinner out of a teddy oyster, can you?
Wrong. Rick was right on. But the
what I'm trying to say is this ain't that kind of thing. I'm gonna keep pushing that in the ears of people to step out of the haze. This ain't no pursuit of happiness. These people ain't doing shit out of no. This ain't no organized criminal enterprise out of no pursuit of happiness or they damn survival because they don't got. This is hatred, unnatural passion of hatred, greed, and entitlement. Period. Entitled to other people's shit, especially people that they don't like. That's all this is. This is no goddamn pursuit of happiness, bitch. No pursuit.
God,
Okay? This is major theft. Out of greed. Okay. Yeah, they're not going to be able to calm down. So what I'm asking is, so whatever these people have caused you, they didn't want you to be able to regulate. They paid people, they allowed, and this was a part of the package to allow this to keep you dysregulated. And if that comes out, who wants that for their company? Don't nobody want that. Don't nobody want a bitch and a dude coming in there letting people be ruckshod over. Don't nobody want that shit. Also, somebody who's themselves are not regulated. These people themselves are not. This is why they act this way. Because listen, let's be fair. If they knew, listen, all things being equal, even if this is somebody they don't like, this is somebody that's a friend of this one, this is somebody, blah, blah, blah. I saw this person on social media, blah, blah, blah. All that being there, a person who knows how to self-regulate them, in other words, deal with their emotions, then that's what's going to be what pulls the reins in for them. Even if they are upset, even if they do feel all these things, the fact that they know how to implement the certain things, that's going to help them not get themselves in this kind of a toxic cycle. Okay, yeah, I'm not finna ruin my career. I'm not finna ruin my life and family on some BS. I'm not even for some extra money, crooked blood money.
So our spinner was simply returning back to its favorite flower garden. Of course.
Favorite flower garden?
I'm not gonna do that. Even with all that, see, that's emotional maturity. That's somebody who knows how to activate regulation when they are dysregulated. These people regulate their dysregulation with toxicity. I don't like this person, so I'm going to do some fucked up shit. I don't like this person, so I'm exploiting my position of power and authority and resource. I don't like this person, so I'm going to steal, I'm going to commit felony and let other people commit felony, and we're going to just all agree to lie about it.
Are engaged to be married.
They're engaged?
Oh, yeah.
King is what's called a full-blown adventurer.
They're not going to be able to, the power to give and to receive.
So he left his spinner with Claire while he was out traveling around. So that's why she thinks of it as
Yeah, they did this to you because you know how to ground. She's standing by a tree with her, like her butt against a tree.
Right about now.
Don't worry. I only want what's best for Claire.
Healing earth.
I'm so
Yeah.
glad you're safe. Here's your spinner back, King.
Right about now.
Don't worry. I
They didn't want you in anything giving and receiving because of their lack of emotional maturity. So let's get it. What's going to happen to these whoever these collective Robins or whoever it is, I don't know, that whenever the collective see this video, the person used their position and they're on their last day, but they're trying to clean up some mess on their way out. What's going to happen with that? What's going to be the final results and outcome of their getting rid of evidence? Or, trying to clean it up. Final results. Decisive focus is in reverse. Sacred action is coming in the reverse. Letting go.
Incoming.
Blair, I'll take care of these guys.
Be careful. Stop, Team Rocket.
Quick spinner, hypnosis.
Hold
They may initially feel like this is going to stop some kind of action. They hope.
They reflected hypnosis back.
No, you don't.
Quick, Pikachu, Thunderbolt.
Easy punch, Team Rocket style.
Coming.
Don't do it. Don't take this spin that we lost.
Very.
But no, Jack. Look for sweet spinner.
Nobody makes Claire unhappy. It's Team Rocket. I, Rock, have nothing left to lose.
War and strife.
Fortress, Lotad, and Mudkip. Let's go! Fortress. Don't Mudkip, what? Lotad, Razor Leaf, now!
Sweet. You obviously haven't been lucky to live either.
Tennessee.
This finger robot is worth every single penny.
Another Team Rocket busy punch.
Fake promises.
Coming.
Lotad and Mudkip.
I want you to do this for Claire. Explosion!
Making mistakes is in the reverse. Okay, so some kind of
Showing up!
Where's King Spinda? Over there. Get out of there quick.
they're gonna deal with some kind of retribution. Maybe they're gonna think that it's gonna stop something here, but it's gonna lead to some type of jealousy. Yeah, this is okay. Victory's coming in the reverse. Yeah, it's gonna come out. They're gonna still suffer some kind of a loss. Okay, because again,
I can't imagine worse.
I got a spinner costume you can have.
Team Rocket,
yeah,
Oh, wow, now.
we got
Alright,
jealousy
I see
here in
what you-
victory in reverse. Obedience, war, and strife is being put to an end. Something's going to be put to an end, but it's still going to be clear that there was jealousy here. Politics and ambition, yeah. Yeah, the light of understanding, ignorance. Again, enraged, yes. So they're going to end up enraged because it's going to be clear that they allow their jealousy to enrage them. okay, that they should have stopped something a long time ago. I have obedience, and then war and strife is in the reverse.
Oh, shows all right.
Yeah. Or, oh, for some of you, it's also like things got out of hand. And this is a part of why it's a problem. Okay, things got out of hand. They didn't follow any guidance that was coming through in terms of, you know, when to stop some of this shit, when to tell these people to stop. Like it, because they let it get out of hand and let this jealousy and all this stuff go into rage, it's like they're going to have to deal with it. And it's going to enrage them. Breaking the circle. Somebody's going to, yeah. Somebody that's breaking the circle or broke the circle. Yeah. Somebody that protected them in the past, possibly. Like they're jealous. They're full of jealousy. And they could be jealous of your mental force. This could be people who do a lot of mind control, though. They use their rage to control people. Like, I'm gonna rage out. I'm gonna do all this stuff to you. Yeah. Cruelty. Yeah. Like, this was cruel behavior. Love and submission, 39. Like, yeah, this was cruel. So what's happened is there's been energies that's enraged because of what people let them, despair and suicide. Trying to drive you to despair and suicide was cruel. Because that's what these people have been doing. Trying to drive you to suicide and despair. Nobody want that work for their company. How the fuck you supposed to be some goddamn government bitch? How the fuck you supposed to be some... Come on, no reputable company wants that shit. That's trying to drive their clients or their clients' people or caretaker into despair and suicide because you's a mental bitch or dude. For real? Because you want that checky check, or you don't like... Not hired. Don't call us, we'll call you. We don't need that kind of reputation.
What the hell? Did I subscribe to this?
We don't need that. We don't drive our customers or their people to... That's a bad business. And we don't allow our other customers and clients to do so either. It's a bad fucking business. We certainly don't steal from our customers. We're supposed to be representing the fuck. We're supposed to be representing what cares for the community. This ain't jiving with that. This is theft. This is what they call it, a predator behavior. They call that pandering. When you're attempting to thieve and take from the very clientele.
And I sure as heck ain't dealing with another one. Will you stop looking at me like that? How does science deal with someone like you? He doesn't. I don't think we're taking away the rhythm.
They gonna be saying something like, I'm sorry. As they try to get new jobs and stuff, endings and rebirth and reverse. And they may end up going into despair and suicide. This person could have been born in 72. Damn.
Worried that I might beat you in a race? Again?
Good gravy. Because I'm asking what's going to end up happening to them. But see, isn't that fascinating? The very thing that they let all these people do to try to drive you to that. They ain't making noise 24/7 because they're trying to keep y'all in soundness of mind, or your children in soundness of mind. They're not doing all that stuff. Yeah.
Given power and telekinetic?
I don't have telekinesis, I have psychokinesis. They're completely different things. I don't know why everyone keeps confusing them.
Ooh-wee. And I looked at the emotions and I just saw nervous. They nervous. Damn. Okay, how they feeling right now? The ones that are trying to clean up this mess, they losing their job, but like it's being done discreetly and they're trying to get rid of shit before they, maybe they have 2 weeks. Because sometimes, like I said, they give these people in corporate world, they may give them a certain amount of time, or this may be their last day, or they got to take a day of every week before they go to make sure, to clean it all up. Okay, truth, light, truth. They're sad and afraid, but they're hiding it. They're sad and afraid, but what they're presenting like they're not disgusted, that they're not distressed, and that they're not angry.
You're making fun of me. Fact that you're about to get knocked out the track 3 times as
Might as well just half shut up with that. Very
So afraid, sad, curious, gloomy, nervous. You could be nervous about somebody's son. Miserable, glad, worried. They're presenting differently though.
Sweetie, don't take this seriously, okay? It's just a race. Ease up a little.
Okay, but let's get the truth. The ones that came out with their truth. I got afraid and sad.
I have been noticed. That is possibly Rumor Princess. How did people know that? Am I that obvious? This is an odd question. Does your kingdom have a wide variety of flowers? I would like to observe them in person.
Why are they afraid and sad? These people that's trying to clean up their mess. High Priestess is in the reverse because the truth is coming out of what they did to an Empress. I have High Priestess reverse and Empress in the upright because they are afraid of what they did to an Empress.
Exactly work for me. Another royal enters the play.
They're afraid of that being exposed.
Just you wiggle your way through such dangerous obstacles.
You think just because I have a crown that I can't handle all this? This is nothing compared to what I've done back.
Also because they didn't follow their intuition about an Empress. Somebody could be afraid for their baby or their children, because I do see a lady like pregnant here. They could be afraid of that because of what they did to an Empress and a kid. Smart. A little too late for that, but yeah.
You mind your tongue before I
A little too late.
permanently.
Letting motherfuckers do weird witchy shit on motherfuckers. Yeah, somewhere. Why are they afraid and sad? Yeah, because of you. Yeah. Yep. I told you. Because of what they stole. 6 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles upright, 5 of Pentacles reversed. They're afraid because what they stole that may get taken from them, or they may have to suffer for that with the 6 of Pentacles. They did something to you and your kids, something to them and theirs, nigga. It's called math, motherfucker. But, they also are afraid because you all are holding on to maybe a positive mindset, or you know how to balance out, or the universe steps in for you when people keep violating you, because that's what they're doing. They're doing all sorts of devious types of shit, and everyone will be paying for their devious behaviors. As soon as people turn, you can bank. Let me tell you what I know.
Now you've got it.
Away, lady.
Flowers
As soon as they get into that vibe, I don't care if they came in on legit. If they turn, they gonna get the whole little package. They gonna get the whole they ass gonna get it. They trying to make your ass be zombie. They ass gonna turn into zombie. Keep doing that shit like, oh, fuck, yeah, now they gonna be cross-eyed.
Excuse me? You better watch it, AZ. What you said.
Yeah, they're afraid. It's sad because this is coming to an end. The world, what's about to happen. Hierophant in the reverse. Yeah, marriages. They're afraid about their marriages. You know, they're afraid, you know, they may get into, their world may be over. You know, having any leadership position, they may be going down in ranks because, again, what they were willing to do to a mother for money.
Someone's on fire.
Our reminder to you, Daisy.
That this immaturity is going to come back to them. I think they're afraid that all this immaturity is going to be reaped. As soon as I said immaturity, I had the Knight of Wands and High Priestess reverse. They're afraid that their life is over because they're a whore. Okay? Or, you know what I'm saying? They hoe around and they hold them to cause problems for other people. But whatever they, yeah. Siphoning, doing nasty shit. Allowing it to slow somebody down. Yeah. They're afraid that loyalties is about to be over. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Folks ain't gonna want to talk to them. Folks ain't gonna want fool with them. Folks ain't gonna see them as loyal, worth invested in, coming in on no party, fucking, you know, ooh, new adventure, some money, ooh.
Are you?
They're afraid that they're not going to be able to get a supervisor position again, that they're going to have to just flip burgers, you know what I'm saying? And nothing's wrong with flipping burgers. This is how our society runs. So I'm not one of those type. Somebody got to go pick up the garbage. Somebody got to go clean out the gutters. Somebody got to cut the grass. Somebody got to, you know, work at the hospital, work at the doctor's office, work at the restaurants. You know what I'm saying? So it's all reputable, valid work. But these are people who had managed to weasel their way up, but now they may have to regress. They might have to regress because their reputability is like, you're not leadership ready. You can't handle power. You need to just flip burgers. You can't handle power. You get given power. They get given power and they go berserko. So they may have to just go back to the flipping burgers or the door dashing and the, you know what I'm saying, and stay with that for a while. I think that's what they're afraid of. Knight of Cups is in the reverse, that nobody is gonna, they may even be afraid somebody's gonna attempt to poison them or fake, you know what I'm saying? A Knight of Cups in the reverse is also a fake friend. Like either somebody is going to just not want to fuck with them or just be a fake. Come in, acting loyal, come in, fuck, but slow them down and then cut them off, bitch. Like, or poison them and shit. Or, like I said, as it pertains to business, they may have to start from scratch and they're not going to be able to promote up because this immaturity here. They're going to go on a new beginning, but it's just not going, yeah. Yeah, Ten of Cups is in the reverse. They're worried about their family. They're worried like they're happy. And yeah, how do you invest in trying to ruin somebody and their children and their happiness and not think, I don't get people. How do you think that's wisdom? How does anyone out there think that's wisdom? I'll never understand that. and really be convinced in the mind that forever and ever, amen, them and they kids and they life gonna be the bomb. No, it ain't. It's not. It's not. Yeah, they're afraid of this investigation. I saw Tower. Oh, Hermit reverse. That's the dark night of the soul, but that's also exposure. Tower, Magician reverse. Oh, that's the ricochet of magic, but also the exposure of the manipulation. Eight of, oof. Yeah, buddy. They nervous because y'all free in your mind. You're not stuck in the head or something like that, or they can't interfere, or you all are moving on. Page of Wands in the upright. Woo! They're afraid of the justice, the karma for torturing you. Justice, you're dealing with your people in the past. Six of Cups in reverse. That's lovers. That's relatives. Yeah. King of Pentacles reverse. Broke. They finna That's somebody, but they finna go broke. If they married their husband, something finna happen to these people. Shit. For stealing. And then torturing y'all to give it all the evidence. Like, so it's gonna be all bad for these motherfuckers. I told you, King of Pentacles in reverse. They, they're scared. Their husband. Let me tell you something. If any of these motherfuckers is married, King of Pentacles reverse, they concerned that they finna get divorced. That the husband. Listen, if these motherfuckers don't know nothing about what's happening, it's gonna be exposed that these people were whores and that they let people. They took some kind of deal, an opportunity to do some nefarious dealings. And that's where some money came from with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse that they took from an empress. And this person ain't going to get them no another chance. I have Judgment reverse, but this is also corrupt business. So people are going to realize that they deal corruptly in business matters with this King of Pentacles in reverse, that they're a thief. They're a thief. And ain't nobody going to want to fuck with it. They're immature. They're greedy. They lack proper judgment. Judgment is going into the reverse. People are going to make judgment calls of like, no, I don't want to work with you. I don't want to hire you. Yeah, because you're a thief. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. You do nefarious dealings here for you and your crazy family. Temperance in the reverse. You get insurance policies. You finagle documents and ledgers and things of that nature. Yeah, we don't want that. Yeah. They're concerned that they're not going to get wish fulfillment, and they're afraid. Page of Swords reverse, because they don't learn their lessons, because they're stalkers. They don't stop. Basically, that's abuse, surveillance abuse, all of it. All of it. They don't want people coming in, misusing resources, and then lying about it. Yeah. Yeah, they're going to have to start all over from scratch. These people could have worked themselves up, like I said. So whatever they do, people are going to maybe look at them as immature. They may end up getting a lot of false starts, good news and things like that. And then it's not going to work. Three of Pentacles is in the reverse, and that's going to be the Justice, Six of Pentacles, for what they've done and what they continue. Because some of them... Yeah, they're going to get blocked. Seven of Wands. They're going to deal with a lot of blockages. It's going to be hard to defend themselves. That's what they're going to face when they go on these interviews and stuff like that, Page of Wands. You know, and then it's going to get blocked. Okay, yeah, they may say, yeah, we'll offer you this job, blase, blase, as they attempt to hide something. And then a process happens with the Chariot in the reverse. And then they get a phone call. You know, Three of Pentacles reverse, Seven of Wands. King of Wands reversed. You know, we made a mistake. You know, this is not a good fit. You know, we don't really feel like you have... Yeah, and they're going to be burdened by this. Ten of Wands. We're going to have to let you go. Hanged Man reverse. Yeah. Yeah, we're really looking for something else. Yeah, we apologize. It's just not a good fit for our work family. Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Cups in the reverse. So, what's the encouragement for the collective so I can go? What is something that's, you know, because again, these are people that stole and then trying to put them in this energy of despair and suicide to cover up all this stuff, to scapegoat them, to single them out, and to keep this going. What's the encouragement? Let's wrap her up for the collective pertaining to this. Because if this is your story, you may not know somebody lost their job and that was connected to it or involved. Once again, that name Robin came out for somebody. I don't know a Robin. So y'all, that's y'all out there. What is encouragement for the collective pertaining to all this mess on the table? Because this is a mess, and these people are persisting with this mess. So what is the encouragement? What is something positive, benevolent, but truth pertaining to, on the side of the collective, the benevolent collective, to encourage them? Breathe through the tension. Okay, so it's tight. I have full moon in Scorpio. So there's definitely endings here, and it's tight and it's tensions. Breathe through it, and then there's going to be a new moon. So we have a full moon in Scorpio, followed by a new moon in Aries. Go for it. So you're almost, maybe, if this is your reading, you're almost possibly about to have a brand new cycle, but right now it's tense. It says full moon in Scorpio, breathe through this tension. Okay? Whew, shit, bitch. You're trying to see my face. It's comical as hell. Okay. It says, because I'm like, come on. Collective shit. Even if this is not my reading for y'all, I'm still in the same vibe. Okay. It says, full moon in Pisces, forgive. Okay, full moon in Pisces, forgive. Okay, breathe through the tension. Whew, help our lives, huh? Okay, I have attend to the details. Okay, breathe through the tension, attend to the details. Virgo, know your worth. Okay, breathe through the tension, know your worth. New moon in Taurus. Embrace the flow of life, full moon. Yeah, because we deserve better. You all deserve better than this crazy shit. Trust the universe. Because it's crazy. It's cold trying to sacrifice create this way. What kind of nutty motherfuckers operate? What kind of nuts operate like that? Y'all stop being mad at me because I say shit. How about this? Try living on if you're not the collective and you're passing by this video, try being on the receiving end of what these people have been living at the hands of these folks. This is some nutty shit. What kind of nutty professors? This is nutty. Believe in your good luck. Okay. So yeah, knowing your worth. Something is, This is tight intentions right now. There's some new beginnings on a horizon here, but right now it's just a lot. And as this is closing out, because all of this yucky stuff is coming full throttle, full on. People are piling on. It's coming to the forefront. The shit is coming out and all kinds of things. And it could be hard to focus on the positive with all of that. This could be why they're trying to plummet you so much, okay? But maybe a lot of breath work, because the only thing that we can do, listen, I'm not a scapegoatist. I don't believe in spiritual bypassing, but I also believe in we have to access what we have readily available. And sometimes we can't remedy a thing immediately. So the next best thing is managing everything else that we have control over until we can. And I have to swallow that along with y'all constantly. I'm constantly adjusting that. Okay, I don't have that perfectly either. Okay. If you're into crystals, I'm going to give you a crystal card here that might serve to help your energy. If you don't have the crystal itself, one of the alternatives to that is going online and listening to frequencies that res with that crystal. You can type that into YouTube and you'll see videos come up that's the frequency vibration created of it. Okay. So let's see. What will assist the collective here from the crystal world with breathing through, knowing their worth and value, embracing the flow, believing in their good luck, dealing with this tension, all this yucky stuff. Amethyst. I have amethyst and agate. So we have amethyst to help you with meditation. Agate to help with a healthy body. Lapis lazuli to clear past life shit. Oh, I got a lapis lazuli somewhere, bitch. Oh. Okay.
Stop just now, or else we'll be earning special for a week for a number of months.
Yeah, those are just the weirdos, possibly. There's two things happening. Those are the weirdo practitioners on the property that's playing in his energy, as well as him just picking up environment. There's two things that happens with him, and I'm trying to assist him. Y'all out there that understand energy, okay, if you're feeling guided, if you're on the benevolent sovereign side, but that's what this is. He's surrounded. We are barricaded by cult, okay, and cult activity. So the trash that's playing in his energy on top of him picking up all of the projection, all of the environment, okay? Fire agate for creativity. So we got fire agate, agate for a healthy body, amethyst for meditation, lapis lazuli to clear up something about past life, aquamarine. Ooh, I got an aquamarine. Aquamarine for communication. Clear quartz. Inner child rose quartz. Pink tourmaline for forgiveness. Okay, like I said, type those into YouTube. These people weak as fuck, man. Childish, weak, pathetic. But like I said, those are some of the crystals that will help, okay? Is it gonna remedy everything? No. Use your discretion. If there's anything you can do tangibly to change or remedy your situation, do it. If you can get a restraining order or a protective order, if that's within your means. My situation is they're trying to stop all those types of things, so I have to persist and navigate around it, okay? But do what you can. Keep good notes, keep clearing your energy, and keep moving forward. These motherfuckers hanging themselves.